Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans.
Well, unfortunately, all failed our perception check.
I go back to Cogwrench, so I leave the church.
You leave the church?
Yeah, I leave the church until I go to Cogwrench. I give up on these guys.
Okay. All right.
Qbert has foiled us once again.
Hold on, it's only been 20 minutes, buddy. Let's see
How long
what
does this
happens.
stuff last?
8 hours.
8 hours?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We bought the quality shit. We should went for the Blue Dragon acid.
We didn't buy it. We got paid for it.
Fair.
No, I took all the gold at the start of the episode. I said, look, I'll buy the supplies, and then I took the gold.
No. Yeah, I don't know if you saw our little transaction there. We convinced him that he already paid, and then he gave us change.
Oh, that. Yeah, sorry. I missed that. Yeah, I get
true
it.
businessmen.
All right, yeah.
If only we could claim the taxes and everything on it, too. That would have been even better.
I told you to get the receipt.
I tried,
I did
man.
that when I thought it was Seth. If I'd known it was the dude, then I probably would have been okay with paying him.
Yeah.
All right. And as you're looking around for Qbert, you notice that all of a sudden there's music. The rain outside on the steps is music. Did you know that everything is music?
Armand's gonna strip down naked and go outside to the music because he is music.
Yes.
Oh.
You are music too, Armand.
He
Everything.
is music. I see it.
I don't see this.
Yeah, you're leaving as Armand is getting naked, and you're walking through the rain back to where?
Cogwrench.
Cogwrench? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to pay him for the lavender scented Lister.
Sure. Other player characters: Gem play Iron Bench and Boomer.
I'm figuring this might be the game theme song. He might be close now.
You're right. You might be close. Why don't the two of you give me another perception check?
Okay.
At what point is it an advantage?
I don't know.
How much dodge do they need for advantage?
Oh, guys, look. There is a brightly colored, strange-looking person walking towards you from inside the church.
Whoa.
It's sort of like bouncing in your direction.
I've got my sack.
I don't know what that means.
I've got a sack to catch him.
Okay. Well, the creature goes at you.
Do we roll for initiative?
I don't know. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to bounce.
I hope
Trying
this is
to
the
bounce
correct
on him with my
technique.
sack. And
There he is!
Alright,
Sack
you
him!
You're gonna try and put a sack on him. Okay, I'll need you guys to roll for initiative.
All right.
let's see initiative on a sack.
Three? Three's fine. But since you guys, I want you guys to be rolling me like d20s plus things for your initiative because you're in an altered
I'll read you
state.
that with a d20.
Yeah, please.
Hey.
It's better.
Hey, that's much better. There we go. And Armand, are you
No.
also going to be joining in? Oh, you already
Oh,
won. Okay.
I don't know. No.
Oh my God, those are great initiative rolls for a d20. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Drugs make you faster. You didn't know?
You know, that's why they have doping in sports. It's a real thing.
Lessons for the kids.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Neal.
God. Qbert rolls a natural 10 on his initiative, so you will beat him despite your intoxicated nature. Armand, you can hear Qbert going from inside the temple as you begin to walk out onto the steps. But it is gem plate Iron Bench going first with his sack.
All right. So I try to sack.
Give me an attack roll against Qbert. So you try and put the sack over him. He just hops to the other side, and his little arms go up and go. at you.
Doesn't it have arms?
He
This
jumped
Cuber's
through the
got arms.
square.
Yeah.
I couldn't have foreseen that.
Mark?
Yeah. So wait, the sack did work or didn't work?
No, he missed.
I missed.
You missed?
I missed the 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm casting entangle on both of them.
What's your
I need
indoors?
you to make me. Are you a wizard?
I'm
Or
a cleric.
You're a cleric.
Cleric,
Right.
cleric of Elthara.
Okay. What's your wisdom?
It is 18.
Wow, that's really good wisdom. Okay, so what I was gonna
I'm
do
a
is
boomer, Neal. I know things. I know all the things.
I was gonna cut
That's
your
some
wisdom in
intelligence.
half and have you make a spell fail check based on whatever half your wisdom would be. But half of 9 is not. Half of 18 is 9, and that's only a 20% chance of failure. So roll me a d100 and do not roll 20 or lower.
RD 100. Oh shit! Wow, that's Twitch stat. Whoops.
Yep, that one's not gonna work. Oh, you go to cast entangle, and like you start chanting the words, and then you realize your fingers are just entangling themselves.
They look like the vines that I'm trying to cast that I didn't even cast, and the fingers of the vines. Do I need to cast? I don't think
You
I
can
need
just-
to cast.
You can entangle him with your hands.
Oh.
They're the vines.
Oh.
Armand, your turn.
Armand is going to start climbing the walls because he can climb.
Oh my god.
He can climb to the music.
Holy shit, is that your climbing check?
That's my climbing.
Drugs, Neal. Drugs.
All right, Armand, you begin to climb the walls of the church, naked as the day you were born, dripping with rainwater. And,
I can hear the music!
This is how you catch a Cuber.
all right. Cubert points a finger at Gemplate Iron Bench and goes, oh! And Judy, make me a saving throw versus spell.
Against confusion, because that game was confusing as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that a...
13, I'm a cleric.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, Doc. You have to understand the words if it's command.
Your saving throw versus spell is 15. It doesn't work. You fail your saving throw, and you find yourself standing inside your own bag somehow and pulling it up over your shoulders until it's just around your neck. And that's going to be your action for this round and next round.
He was Cubert all along.
Maybe. Let's roll initiative and find out what happens next round. Cubert goes at, I think that's going to be like a 6 or 7. I got to check the specifics.
Well, so you can use command on people who don't understand you then.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, drugs.
All the audience, Jipru rolled a 6 and
That's
Robert
initiative
rolled
rolls
a
we've ever
5.
had.
Okay, so Gemplate Iron Bench, your action this round is hiding inside of your own bag, unfortunately.
Well, no, it occurs to me that I could like reverse this and catch the entire world.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what you've done?
Well, no, right now it's holding me. I got to turn it inside out.
Okay, how do you do that?
Well, by like doing it inside out, making it, because right now like the inside is facing me, so I've got to like peel it down to the outside. But the inside is on the outside, and that way it'll catch the entire world.
It's also going to catch you then, isn't it?
Not if I hold on to the bag.
So is the bag inside out with you on the now inside, former outside, or are you on the former inside, now
The
outside,
entire world was
holding it?
on the outside, and I was on the inside. So by reversing it,
So the bag is still pulled up over you, it's just inside out now.
Yes.
No, I'm doing it. I'm peeling it down inside out to get it off of
Yes,
me,
Neal.
and thus capturing the entire world.
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
Can I
Marc,
also specifically try to catch Hubert with it?
unfortunately, this round you cannot. You've been affected by a spell that you can't properly understand in your condition. Marc, help us out here. What are you going to do for your turn?
Can't hear you, Marc.
You're muted, Boomer. Somewhere.
Yeah, can't hear you.
Hello?
No.
Hello?
Oh, there we
Yes.
go.
Okay.
You're muted in Zoom. The icon was on.
I had hit the plug by mistake, so I should notice. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I prepped Entangle twice, so it's a recast.
Okay.
Same roll.
Same roll. D100. Don't roll a 20 or less. There you go.
65.
Yeah.
Your
using
fingers
tentacles, whatever.
reach out
What?
for him. They extend, they elongate, and they like wave in a line towards him, sort of like the heat waves. He'll make a saving throw versus spell and pass, and your fingers just kind of like go past him, and like they end up wrapping around the leg of what's her name? Nerul, the goddess of family, society, and the home, and you've got her leg in your hands. Yeah.
She was outside the whole time? Where was she?
You're in a temple. It's one of her statues.
Oh, on the inside.
Yeah, you entangled your former god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very symbolic.
Was Nerul your
Beautiful.
former goddess?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you did that on purpose, Neal.
No, I just picked a goddess at random.
She's so beautiful now.
Ooh, don't get in trouble with your
Just
current
about
god.
becoming entangled with your gods.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
she's surrounded by life.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
quantum entanglement, except
It went through
Legit.
time. My spell.
What does Qbert even do here? I don't fucking know. Well, the brightly
well, the
colored.
important thing was that string dude that chases him.
Well, you
Wait, did I entangle the gnome who's in a bag?
No,
No?
no. She passed her saving throw, and you're
No,
There's
no.
no-
The, Rob.
no. There's no living matter here for the entangle spell to actually work.
you're indoors. You can't use entangle indoors.
Entangle has
Specifically.
natural things grab onto the stuff. It doesn't.
Oh, I thought we were on the church steps. We actually went in the church. Okay, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, we're in the bottom
Yeah, but
floor
even on the
church
church
there.
steps, there's no like grass on the stairs.
I thought like the things around it would go. Anyways, not a big deal.
It doesn't matter. You're,
I'm on
you're
drugs,
fucking-
Neal.
You're tripping. It doesn't make any sense
tripping.
anyway.
Yeah.
The cleric did say he couldn't ever return.
What
So
cleric, Jackie?
It's Fong
It's
because
Qbert.
he's here.
It's
But is that
Qbert,
cleric?
sorry.
No, anyway.
okay, Qbert attempts to cast Calm Chaos. The spell temporarily calms a chaotic situation involving a group of people. The situation may involve any range of emotions, from violence, as in a bar room brawl, to joy and merrymaking, as in a festival or carnival. I think this qualifies as a chaotic situation.
Probably both of those.
Yes. Creatures to be affected are allowed a saving throw at -4 to avoid the effects. If more creatures are present that can be affected, the creatures nearest the caster are affected first. So it gets 1d6 creatures per level. So, yep, that's gonna be all of you. So the three of you, please make me saving throws versus spell at -4.
So this -4, so 5.
No, Kyle.
Minus.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, you all fail. After casting the spell, the priest makes a charisma check. If successful, all characters affected by the spell are compelled to stop what they're doing. They are filled with the sensation that something important is about to occur. At this time, the priest or a character of his choosing must gain the attention of the affected creatures by giving a speech, performing for the crowd, or casting spells involving intriguing visual effects such as dancing lights.
Guys! Hubert's gonna do something!
The attention of
you guys. Look at him.
the attention of the
I think it's going to
crowd
be a cutscene.
is held for as long as the distraction continues. A character could filibuster and maintain control over a crowd affected for hours or days. 2 conditions will cause the group to resume its original activities. The first, a method of crowd entertaining ceases for 1 round, the speech ends, and the spell expires. Blah, blah, blah. If an event occurs that is more immediate than the distraction, the crowd will divert its attention to that event. Thus, if the spell were used to stop a brawl and then the building caught fire or was attacked, the crowd's attention would be diverted to the individuals could act freely. Okay. Creatures whose attention is held by the spell cannot be instructed to attack or perform any action. Such creatures will ignore suggestions of this nature. Depending on the nature of the quest, the DM may deem the suggestion causes a distraction that ends the spell. Great. So our cleric is going to make a charisma check. Rolls a natural 16, easily passes with flying colors. And Kubert starts going, woo, woo, and like hopping back and forth. Woo, and then starts like hopping away from you a little bit, but he's got something important to say. Meanwhile, Matt, you're up on a wall. You've climbed up to the ceiling of the church, and there's Kubert over there. It's really important what he's about to say.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't he climbing the outside of the church and
I
getting
need
rain
to
on
get
him?
down there, so do we have anything that I can like climb down to get down?
I mean, you could just climb down the wall if you want.
Okay, yeah. I'll just climb down.
Give me a climbing check.
Okay.
All right, you managed to scramble down without too much problem. And the whole part, 3/4 of the party are gathered around Kubert, who is hopping backwards and backwards and backwards into a room.
They're the party,
I'll go in the
I'm just
room.
the audience.
You go? Did you say you go into the room, Matt?
Yeah, I'll go into the room and I'll embrace Kubert.
And the other 2 of you, are you also going in?
We're supposed to be just like enthralled by him, basically, right?
Yeah, he's about to tell you something important, but he's also like hopping away into a different room.
Are we also magically calmed?
Yeah, we had no emotions, it said, right? It said it took
You're-
away like anger and excitement and all that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah, like we can't be.
That was the first part.
Calm chaos does not cause a change in the emotions of the affected creatures.
Wait,
Anger,
oh.
fear, or intense joy remain in the individual. In the
Oh.
individual, the emotion is simply restrained rather than released. Thus, an angry character intent on attacking someone will still feel the desire to do so, but he will withhold his action as long as the spell remains in effect.
Okay.
So you still have all of your normal feelings, but you're just opting to not.
Okay.
Can we talk to him while calmed?
Oh yeah, totally.
But hey, little Kubert dude. Actually, it was kind of a mistake. What I need to do is catch the spring dude that chases you.
We're here to help you, Kubert.
I can hear the music, Kubert.
I just see Neal like turn to them like, oh god.
Kubert hops in a circle around you, hops out the room, and then shuts the door. And immediately the Calm Chaos spell is broken as you guys are shut in this very small room. A really small room, actually. Now that you're in
small.
here, holy shit, it's small.
It's so small.
Dude, is this room shrinking?
I don't like
It
this.
might be.
I don't know. What do we do?
What's in the room, Neal?
It's bigger in this bag.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna
Wait,
look
wait,
around the room. Holy shit, I passed.
Oh my god. So, in this room are 4 cozy beds, but they're all getting like squished together as time goes on. And they were like, maybe 10 feet apart, and now they're getting pushed together and pushed together and pushed together, but they're
Oh, no.
soft and warm.
Okay. Maybe there's like a portal under the bed. I jump under the bed and hide. And
Dude, that's where the
am I
monster lives.
safe or is it still getting smaller?
That's where the monster lives.
Is it getting smaller? I don't know.
It's dark under here and kind of cozy and safe. I mean, even if everything gets smaller, this space couldn't get any smaller. How could it not? It's just, it's the security of a closet,
Okay.
I'm gonna start flipping over all the beds.
Where'd my bed go? My safety! Oh no!
Rob?
What's happening?
Rob, what are you doing?
I was gonna like climb onto the bed and make sure that none of my fingers or toes were sticking over so that the monster in the bed couldn't get them, but this has completely destroyed my plan.
Was I the monster?
You were the monster. You were the real monster the whole time.
You already knew
Make a
that.
mattress fort. It's the only way.
What do I do?
If we make a mattress fort, that should protect us.
A what?
A mattress fort.
A mattress fort?
A mattress fort.
Oh. All right, let's do it.
Armand starts building a mattress fort.
Dame, is there a skill check to this? Because, I mean, I think we can do it really well.
You got an engineer. You got an
Do
engineer.
you have an engineer?
Give me an
We are
engineering
asset.
check.
So, I mean...
Give us this.
A what check?
Give us the schematics, Doc.
Engineering check.
Oh, is that a thing?
For Rob's got it.
Okay.
Oh no,
All
man.
right. You start building yourself a mattress fort, but then
It needs
you
to
run
be
into
bigger. Take one of those mattresses from the bottom and put it on top. We'll just keep doing that until we can get it.
I'm doing it. I trust him completely.
All right. Back on the other side of town. There's no music. There's just the lightning and the thunder and the rain. You head back into Cogwrench Hammerbench's place, and you can see that his pneumatic hammer has now 4 heads and 4 nails, because as long as you're losing pressure, you might as well be able to do multiple nails at a time. Like, let's just do more.
I wish I was there. I could help him with that.
Right now? Yeah, no, totally.
Mr. Cogwrench, I got back to the people who are paying for this project, and they agreed the lavender-scented catapult
Vanilla.
blister is fine. Vanilla. Apologize. Vanilla
Excellent.
scented.
Excellent. 2,000 gold, please.
Yes. If you have an invoice, I don't have it on hand. They said they'll pay it on delivery.
He
It's government
puts
job.
up a finger and pulls out a series of stamps and connects them all together like a jigsaw puzzle. They end up being about this wide, and he puts it in this giant ink blotter and stamps a piece of paper, and it has just a long number with Cogwrench Hammerbench's name at the end of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to forge that one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that invoice seems fine. We'll give it to the authority, the people in command. They just need a ballista for defense purposes, and they asked me to just make sure it was a vanilla one, and I guess you're literally making it a vanilla one. All right. So I have these schematics. I guess you're going to infuse it with vanilla, but I've got workers are ready to go. I've got the lumber ready to go. I don't have any rope done yet, but everything else is ready to go. Correct.
Excellent, excellent indeed. With this gold, I shall have all of my needs. Come back in 1 month time, and by then everything will be fine.
No, I've got the workers ready to go. I just need you to supervise them now.
Workers,
Come.
schmirkers, they don't know how to do this project. Let me take care of it.
No.
They're gonna get wrecked.
Yes.
Building a ballista is a careful task. It cannot be given to any random peasant to complete.
Yeah, but I've heard
Take
like
me,
an
tell me,
engineer will-
trust me, even teaching them would take many a week.
Yeah, but I've heard in the past of ballista being built by teams of people with an engineer supervising.
Proper people who know how to build ballistas, perhaps, not lazy peasants pulled off of some random path. I know what
Okay.
I'm doing. You've hired me as a professional. You should let me make the decisions, as otherwise I would be forced to with you wrestle.
Really?
You came to a gnome. You're going to get a gnomish ballista.
No,
Isn't
I
that
was
what you
looking-
wanted, mister?
I just wanted an engineer to oversee it. That's all.
And I shall oversee every single detail because I will handcraft every single detail.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 months, isn't it? It's going to take 2 months and double over budget. You know. And there's no human engineers in town that I'm aware of, so All right. Yeah, the job's yours because, frankly, my team's not going to get it done. Yeah.
He
Here you
smiles.
go. Yeah,
Do
here's
you
the
give him?
contract.
This wears off in 8 hours.
Yeah,
Do you,
I'll give him
he needs some money up front?
Yeah. Well, I've got the supply. I've got lumber still. Will they take off money off the supply costs? I've bought 200 gold of timber.
I'll have to inspect the lumber myself.
Okay.
It might not be from the top shelf.
Okay. Let's go look at the lumber.
I still need money up front.
Oh yeah, here's 200.
Excellent. Okay. So he'll go over with you and take a look at the lumber. He seems pretty satisfied with it, but he will start nitpicking small problems with it and get them to try and make some adjustments.
I leave it with him now because, frankly, we're not going to make the ballista ourselves. I'll just let him spend 2 months making a stupid ballista.
Okay. And what would you like to do now?
Do my underworld thing because I don't know where to find Kel Weathers to give him the costs.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
he'll be around eventually, I
he's a lord,
suppose.
so he might be at the estate. So I'll head over to the estate and ask the guard at the estate if Kel Weathers is there.
You head out on this dark and rainy day looking for the knight to give him an update. And we're going to head back to the church.
Okay.
You guys are in this room.
So, how did the fort end up?
Well,
That's a real question, Neal.
let me roll a die here. There's only 4 mattresses.
No,
And
I feel
each time there's only 4 mattresses. And each time you try and make it bigger, you just end up making it the same size because there's only 4 mattresses.
I don't know where I'm standing.
Right.
That's
But
why
there
we
comes
keep
a-
taking new ones off the bottom.
There comes a knocking at the door.
Enter.
Door cracks open a little bit, and a long nose, just a nose, peers in around the corner and goes, "Whoa!"
Armand is dressed like all
Is
embedded.
it the spring guy?
in bed sheets. The snaky, springy guy?
Yeah.
No, this is just a long yellow nose.
Keep it.
Hubert, just work with us.
We just need the spring thing, snake thing.
The door shuts
That's what
again.
we really need. I mean, he bothers you, right? He's like always chasing you around.
So Hubert's not helping us get this snaky thing. Okay.
A few minutes later, I don't know what's going on in the meantime, but a few minutes later, there's another knock on the door.
Is our fort ready yet?
No. You don't have enough mattresses.
Do we give up?
No, I don't know. You
Yeah,
told me.
I'll open the door in case it's the snake spring dude.
Well, you go to open the door, and it only opens part way. Someone is holding on to the handle on the other side pretty hard. But what does happen are 4 snakes start to slither in through the crack in the door. Not springy snakes, regular snakes.
Who could have
And-
anticipated that doing acid would lead to us seeing snakes?
Do we all see the snake?
Oh yeah, there's 4
It's a
snakes.
magical acid.
Who says these are hallucinations? You said you wanted snakes. He brought you snakes. These
Catch
are real
them.
snakes, guys.
Catch them!
Okay.
I wish
Armand's
I had
gonna
snake
Armand's
shark
gonna
again.
move to the far edge of the room, inside of the corner, and just stop moving.
Okay,
Just-
I'm gonna jump into our fort and cast nap on myself to learn snake charm.
I'll do a high check.
Roll a D100
You
for that
nap yourself.
D100 for
Armand
that
tries to
spell.
hide.
Okay.
He's hiding. You're great, Armand. Don't
In
worry
plain
about it.
sight.
You found, you got a mattress up underneath, up to your eyes, and you're
I'm in
just
the
peering
fort.
over the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
No one can see you because you're all behind the mattress, just looking over.
Cool.
And gem bench, iron plate or something? Iron plate, gem plate, iron bench?
Template.
I'm gonna snake charm these so hard in an hour.
Their eyesight is based on movement. If you hold still, they can't see you.
Okay. Well, one of them comes up and starts to wind itself around your leg a little bit where it's nice and warm instead of this cold church floor, and you can feel the snake start to go up your trousers.
Where it spirals around like a spring.
Yes, it curls around your leg as it begins to ride up your leg.
He found it.
And I'll like
Found it.
slowly put my leg into the sack.
We did it! Mission accomplished! We did it!
And I'll tie the sack tight around my thigh.
Oh man,
Excellent.
if we survive this, we get EXP for finishing the quest for sure now.
And that's when Hubert walks on in, and in one hand, he's got the brightest, shiniest, most polished coins you've ever seen. And in his other hand, he's pointing to your gear, and he comes up to you, Marc. No, you're asleep. You've napped yourself. Get that. He comes up to Armand, up to your mattress fort, and but you're naked. You're dressed in sheets.
I have
Never
bedding.
mind.
He doesn't know
I have
that.
the bedding robe.
You got the bedding robes. Perfect. No, it's fine. He comes up to gem plate iron bench, holds out these brilliantly shiny coins, and points to like your backpack and your sword belt. And it looks like Hubert wants to trade you the most brilliant coins you've ever seen for this like dingy cloak that you can't even see, and this thing that's weighing you down and holding you to the earth.
Hey, dude, I've got the snake.
Hubert nods. Oh.
Now I'm gonna try, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like moving it super exaggeratedly slowly because you think you're like so much quieter, like taking like one step every 2 minutes or something.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I'm gonna try to do, is exit without disturbing the snake, since it's in the perfect spring shape right now around my leg. So I'm like doing this super slow motion, exaggerated walk out.
Why don't you give me a perception check? Beautiful. You do not really realize that Hubert puts the coins in your pocket and like takes your backpack off, takes your like extra armor off as you're like trying to do this slow thing with your leg. He like slowly takes all of your gear and removes it from you and like shuffles it outside, and then goes over to Boomer and like takes his gear and his weapons and his armor, and you guys are just left in your clothes, or Armand in his sheets. And Hubert then leaves you in here. And gem plate iron bench, you can eventually get your leg out of the sack, and there's just the snake in the sack now.
Can I try to slip out of the room
Yeah.
while,
Hold on.
while this is all going down?
Give me a stealth check, a move silently check, please.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What's his shit working? Mine didn't.
I don't know. So, while Hubert is carefully taking Boomer's gear, you manage to slip outside without him noticing. And then the door is shut, leaving Boomer and gem plate iron bench and the snake in this room, while Armand is wrapped in cloaks or sheets and strides out into the center of the church, where there's dozens of Huberts. They're everywhere.
What makes a man a priest?
Oh, they all say.
I'll just, walk around to the altar.
I'm wearing robes.
Look at the books. Are there any books?
Yeah. But the words are moving and crawling and turning upside down and inside out, and it's like a dream. You can't actually read the text.
Okay, this book's mine now. I'll start walking down the aisle, exiting the church.
There are gentle hands that come upon your shoulders and slowly turn you in a different direction, and like gently push you in the direction of a statue. And you
Okay.
realize a few moments later that you're standing before a deity. The deity. Which deity did they put you in front of? Tempos. Standing before you is the god of time and fate himself. He's looking down at you with a stern and mean expression on his face, like he's disappointed.
I just lay down flat in front of the statue. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry, Father Time.
Your hands quickly come upon you and actually drag you away a little bit, and you find yourself looking up at the statue of Womator, the god of joy, and he's smiling and beaming, and he's got like a lute in one hand and a cup of wine in another, and a big beaming face that's colorfully painted.
Yay.
Right.
That's all I do is whisper yay.
All right, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna go to the next day.
I was going to see the night.
What were we gonna do that night?
No, during the day I was going to see Kel Weathers and give him an update.
Oh, right. You get to the keep. Kel Weathers doesn't live there. He's a knight that lives kind of far out. He's not within the.
Visiting.
Yeah, no. He's not a local figure. He's from well out of town.
Yeah, that's what I knew. He was from out of town. I was asking if he was like staying here while he was in town.
Nope.
All right.
At any point, is Garrett aware of a disturbance in the town?
Well, I haven't been back to that part of town back
Okay,
yet.
I'm just asking. There's a lot of Kubers.
All right. I just shrug and head back to Shenanigans because, wait, I've got a little bit of time. I'll look for on the way back. I'll look for some businesses, see if there's anything that would be good to sell stolen goods through.
What would you like to sell stolen goods through?
Well, it'd have to be like maybe a knick-knack shop or an oddity shop. Because that way you could sell the goods.
There's an antique shop.
Antiques, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Auntie Anna's Antiques.
Yeah. Or...
Did you want to go into Auntie Anna's Antiques and try and steal it?
No,
Buy it?
basically I'm just deciding on which property I'll acquire later by making something happen to the owner.
Okay.
Like,
Alright.
yeah, I'll just head back to Shenanigans.
Cool.
And
Why
just-
don't we take a short break here, and we'll be back on the other side of our break, everybody. Bye.